Once you start throwing yourself at someone, you become worthless in their eyes. So, when I find out that Serena, the campus goddess who rejected my confessions 99 times, actually fell for me the moment we met, but strung me along just to enjoy the thrill of being chased, rejecting me over and over again, I decide I am done with her. I go straight to my dean and secure a guaranteed spot in the Paris Design Exchange program. Before I leave, committed to making a clean break, I plan to cut ties with Serena once and for all at her exhibition celebration party. But when I arrive, the party is already in full swing. Familiar voices spill out from the private room. Why is Lucas late? Don't tell me he went off to prepare some big surprise. He's already confessed 99 times. Number 100 is right around the corner. Serena, you really should say yes this time. Exactly. Everyone knows you like him. If you turn him down again, your almost boyfriend might actually walk away for good. Listening to the girls teasing, Serena looks utterly confident. Lucas loves me too much to walk away. When he confesses again, I'll say yes. That tone, so certain, so self-assured, strikes me as nothing short of pathetic. A next time? There will be no next time. In the 3 years I spent chasing Serena, I threw away every shred of my self-respect. I ignored the mockery of countless classmates. Every single day, I found new ways to please her, and not once did she give me anything in return. I had thought about giving up. I had cried alone in the dark more nights than I could count, but every morning, I pulled myself together and went right back to chasing her. I had even been willing to give up the international design placement I had fought so hard to earn, all just to stay by her side. Then one day, I accidentally saw Serena's phone. My contact name in her phone was my future husband. Her photo album held over 1,000 pictures of me. But instead of joy, what I felt when I learned the truth was a deep, burning sense of irony and rage. I am exhausted. I am done. All I want now is to disappear from Serena's world entirely. The moment I push open the door, every conversation inside dies at once. Everyone turns away in unspoken agreement, steering their conversations elsewhere. Pretending they haven't seen me, Serena picks up her drink and rejoins the game, her expression distant and cold, not even glancing up. I look at her and think, what a performance. Faced with a room full of people looking straight through me, I feel no disappointment whatsoever. I walk calmly to an empty seat in the corner and sit down. For the next hour and more, everyone else laughs and chats around me, while I sit alone scrolling through my phone, invisible as a ghost. In the past, the moment Serena appeared in a room, I would find any excuse to be at her side, steering conversation after conversation just to catch her attention. Even this celebration party took weeks of pestering and a small army of people vouching for me before she finally agreed to invite me. By any logic, something hard-won should be treated with more care. But seeing me sit there unbothered, relaxed, indifferent, as though her celebration means nothing to me at all, this unfamiliar indifference finally gets under Serena's skin, and she finds herself stealing glances at me. After the toasts are made and the cake is cut, it is time for gifts. I wait until everyone else has presented theirs. Then I rise unhurriedly, reach into my bag, and hand her a small notebook. Everyone in the room stares. It is barely the size of a palm, just 30 blank pages. A laughably cheap-looking thing. I ignore their reactions and look directly at Serena, speaking calmly. Serena, starting today, tear off one page every day. When you reach the last page, there will be a surprise waiting for you. That is my gift to you, a belated celebration present. Her roommates immediately burst into laughter. So, this is the countdown to confession number 100. Is it 3 years and you're still going? That takes serious dedication. You really are that crazy about Serena, huh? Swayed by their teasing, Serena naturally assumes that this is a countdown calendar to a 100th confession. A faint smile tugs at the corner of her mouth, then vanishes just as quickly, leaving her face unreadable. I only said I would consider it. If you reach 100 confessions,
they have all gotten it wrong.
I never promised I'd say
The day
yes.
she tears off the final page will not be the day I confess. It will be the day I vanish from her world for good.
I say nothing to correct them. I just smile lightly and say, Serena, I've been chasing you this long without making any impression. I'm genuinely curious. What is your ideal type? The question lands and the whole room falls quiet. Everyone turns to look at her with unreadable expressions. Serena holds my gaze for a moment, then parts her lips softly. My ideal type. Before she can finish, the door swings open and pulls every eye in the room toward it. Marcus walks in carrying an elegantly wrapped gift. Serena's face softens into a warm smile. Happy exhibition, Serena. Her gaze follows the words and settles on Marcus completely. She raises a finger, taps the table lightly, and picks up where she left off. My ideal type is someone cheerful and easygoing, clean-cut, handsome, the boy next door kind. Marcus has barely stepped through the door, and already his face lights up. He hurries to her side, presses his carefully prepared gift into her hands, and urges her to open it right then and there. In an instant, the room's attention shifts, and no one gives the earlier topic another thought. Watching the two of them surrounded by the crowd, I show no trace of hurt. I simply return to my corner seat with a calm expression. For the rest of the evening, wherever Serena goes, Marcus follows. They laugh and talk, shield each other from toasts, share a single slice of cake. I watch them quietly, and memories begin to surface. Serena was the most sought-after girl at our conservatory, but she had always kept every other guy at arm's length. The one exception was Marcus, her childhood friend, who had grown up by her side. She would reach up to fix his hair when it fell across his forehead. She walked with him to class and carried his portfolio. Every one of these small favors was a thorn driven straight into my chest. But it was only when I learned the truth that I understood. Despite growing up together, Serena and Marcus had never actually been close. Marcus had always trailed after her, and she had always ignored him. It was only after I came along that she began performing closeness with Marcus deliberately in front of me, purely to make me jealous and drive me to chase her even harder. So watching Serena put on the same performance right in front of me now, I feel nothing but contempt. I set down my glass, get up, and walk to the restroom. I splash cold water on my face and feel my head clear a little. I pull out some paper towels to dry my face, and with my vision blocked, I don't notice that someone has walked in beside me. Not until Marcus's snide voice cuts through the silence. Only then do I sense something is wrong. Lucas, you've been chasing Serena for years, and she still won't give you the time of day. And you still have the nerve to show up at her celebration party. I am begging you. She does not like you. Can you not read the room? You pathetic little simp. His words. Marcus hadn't expected that. He blinks, thrown off for a moment. Of course not. Do you know what everyone on campus calls you? The guy who confessed 99 times and got nowhere. A total joke. You're supposed to be a top student. Have you got no shame at all? Anyone with eyes can see that Serena likes me. Why can't you just open yours and accept it? Watching him carry on like that, I remained completely unmoved. I simply shift my gaze from him to the space behind him. Before you go any further, you might want to look behind you. Marcus follows my gaze and turns around, confused, and comes face to face with Serena standing in the doorway. She has clearly been there a while. She has seen everything. The realization hits Marcus like a bucket of cold water. The bravado drains from his face instantly, replaced by a pitiful, wounded expression. He rushes to her side, takes her arm, and launches into a rapid string of explanations. Serena, it's not what it looks like. Lucas started it. He was the one picking on me, but Serena doesn't seem to care about any of it. She has watched Marcus insult me with her own eyes and acts as though she has seen nothing. She glances at me briefly, then slips off her scarf and drapes it over Marcus's shoulders. It's windy out there. You're not dressed warmly enough. Don't catch a cold. She takes his hand and leads him back toward the private room. Marcus hadn't expected her to react this way either. The fact that she doesn't care at all about him insulting me gives him an immediate confidence boost. He straightens up at once. He throws me one last look over his shoulder, a wide mocking grin, savoring what he sees as my humiliation. 6 months ago, after hearing from someone that Serena had moved out of the dormitory, I had gone out and bought this place specifically because of that, moving in just to become her neighbor. I brought her coffee in the morning, said goodnight in the evening, engineered chance encounters every single day, all to win her over. And no matter how much warmth and care I offered, she never acknowledged any of it. But when I finally saw through her secret, I realized she had been pretending the entire time. Just like tonight, she's clearly been home for a while, still in her party clothes, unable to sleep because she was worried about me. And the moment she sees me, she resorts to petty complaints. I am tired of watching her say one thing and mean another. I am done playing along. I pick up my phone, open a real estate app, and list a loft for sale. If I am leaving, I will make it a clean cut. The next morning, the real estate agent comes to inspect the unit. Still half asleep, I open the door and walk her through the basics of the loft. I am just about to see her out when the door across the hall opens. Serena steps out with her car keys, and the moment she sees an unfamiliar woman standing beside me, her brow furrows instinctively. Who is she? My sister-in-law. She came by to drop something off, I say without missing a beat. The agent shoots me a startled look, but she is a professional. She doesn't give me away. She makes a quick excuse and takes her leave. I go back inside, change, and head out for campus. I turn the corner and find someone blocking the elevator. Serena. I look up, puzzled. Hadn't she been on her way out just a moment ago? Why is she still here? Serena meets my confused gaze and says a little stiffly, I'll drive you to campus today. I have no idea what has gone into her, so I shake my head in decline, but she is oddly insistent, pressing the offer again and again, cycling through one excuse after another. From, you'll be late, to, it's on my way. It looks like she is about to throw in something about saving the environment, and I have neither the energy to keep arguing nor the time to waste. So I agree. The entire drive passes in silence, not a single word between us. She is so used to me filling every silence with chatter that this quiet version of me clearly unsettles her. A flicker of unease crosses her mind. This isn't her imagination. Something about me has genuinely changed these past few days, and that change, for reasons she can't quite name, is beginning to frighten her. When we arrive at campus, I unclip my seatbelt, drop a quick thanks, and get out before she can say anything. I walk briskly through the school gates and notice that everyone I pass is staring at me with strange, loaded expressions. That's Lucas, right? Yes, that's the one trending online. How embarrassing. The murmurs make no sense to me. I pull out my phone immediately and find a string of links from friends waiting for me. I tap one open and find that someone has submitted the full story of my pursuit of Serena to a campus roast board. And it has gone viral. The tag reads, Chinga University's #1 simp. I stand there, frozen. The top post under the tag is the original submission documenting every detail of my 3-year pursuit, in exhaustive detail, including the full contents of my love letters. From a distance, I can see a crowd gathered around the campus notice board, which is plastered from top to bottom with copies of those letters, while the crowd laughs and comments freely. Oh, please, I am lost in your eyes. That's unbearable. 99 love letters, every single one of them, dripping like this. Genuinely unsettling. Isn't he supposed to be the top academic talent in the design school? How does someone that smart become such a simp? The mockery hits something deep. I push straight through the crowd and tear the letters down one by one. By the time I reach the last one, Marcus's sharp voice cuts through from behind me. Serena, Lucas has confessed to you so many times. How much do you actually like him? Serena's voice is as cool as ever. She says one word, 0. With both of them now present at the scene, and me standing there having just been publicly humiliated, the laughter from the crowd grows louder and more gleeful. Some in the crowd, eager to fan the flames, aim snide questions at me. Lucas, 99 confessions and you scored a 0. Shouldn't you try harder? When's confession number 100 going to be? Come on, let's all watch and give you some pointers. I clutch the torn pieces of the letters in my fist, my index finger white from the pressure. Words rise to my lips. I am about to speak, but looking around at the pitying sneers closing in from every direction, I hold back. Instead, I raise the torn letters high above my head like a battle flag and announce to the entire crowd, fine, confession number 100, Central Square, December 3rd, 9 o'clock in the morning. All students welcome. Bring your friends. Without waiting to see anyone's reaction, I hold my head high and walk away. I skip my morning classes and go home instead. I tear every last love letter to pieces, burn them to ash, and flush every trace of them down the drain. That weekend, a student club I had nearly forgotten about sends out a message calling for a gathering. I need to hand in my resignation from the club anyway. So I go, but when I push the door open, I find Serena there. Serena, who never attends these things, showing up for the first time anyone can remember. I act as though I haven't seen her and take a seat alone in the corner. The moment they see me, Marcus's friends launch into their usual routine. How did Serena end up agreeing to come? Obviously because Marcus loves a good time. Everyone knows our campus goddess only ever listens to him. I have no interest in their little games. I pick up a few tangerines and start peeling them. Once everyone has arrived, the club president kicks things off. I have no interest in playing, but I am pulled in anyway and have to drag myself through a thoroughly tedious round of truth or dare. After 7 or 8 rounds, Serena finally loses. The room erupts. The campus goddess draws the card. Kiss any male in the room for 3 minutes. Come on, who's the lucky one? I know she won't pick me. I don't care who she picks. I look down and turn the dice over in my hands. As expected, Serena chooses Marcus, but she has one condition. All the lights have to be turned off. The room goes completely dark. Nothing but the sound of breathing. 3 minutes later, the lights come back on. Serena is already back in her seat. Marcus stands there alone, his expression sour because Serena hadn't actually kissed him. She had just stood there in the dark. 3 dice onto the table without much thought. 3 ones. The lowest possible roll. Without a word, I draw a card from the pile. The exact same dare as before. The energy in the room spikes immediately. Every pair of eyes bounces between me, Serena, and Marcus. I ignore all of it, give the spinner a casual flick, and watch the needle land on a junior student sitting across from me. For a moment, everyone assumes I'm backing out of something. Sorry to put you on the spot, I say to her. She looks completely bewildered and is just getting to her feet when Serena abruptly shoots up from her seat, knocking her stool over. Before anyone can make sense of it, Serena cuts in coldly. We've been at this long enough. I'm tired. Time for a break. She says it, and her roommates immediately chime in agreement. The president has no choice but to call an intermission. During the break, a few girls mention they are hungry, and Serena's roommates promptly drag the guys downstairs to get snacks. They are gone for 20 minutes, with no sign of anyone coming back. I put my phone down and look around. The junior student is gone. More precisely, every girl in the room has disappeared except Serena. I don't even need to guess. This has Serena written all over it. But I have no intention of playing into her hand. So, I pick up the 500 milliliters glass in front of me, raise it to the room, and say, my chosen partner has left. Per the rules, I'll take the drinking penalty instead. I tipped my head back and drained the entire glass of high-proof alcohol without flinching. Serena hadn't expected me to choose alcohol over her. Her expression darkens instantly. She stares at my flushing face with cold, heavy eyes, squeezing the dice in her hand so tightly they click. With half the room gone, the game loses its appeal, and the gathering quietly falls apart. I wait until everyone is left pleasantly drunk, then hand the president my resignation letter and make my way toward the stairs, one hand on the wall for balance. I have barely reached the top of the staircase when I spot Marcus not far ahead. I'm about to look away and slip past him when he grabs my arm, his eyes blazing. That look you gave me when the lights came on. What was that supposed to mean? Let me tell you something. The fact that Serena didn't kiss me only means one thing. She respects me too much to do it in front of everyone. I nearly laugh, but I know nothing I say will get through to him. So I nod. Sure, you're absolutely right. I move to push his hand away and leave, but his grip only tightens, and he keeps going. We struggle back and forth, with my balance already compromised from the alcohol. The tug sends me stumbling backward, and I go tumbling all the way down the concrete stairs. Without prompt surgery, there is a risk of permanent disability. From the moment she found us injured, Serena's eyes had not left me. Watching my ashen face and the sweat rolling steadily down my forehead, she looked as though she could feel the pain herself, her chest tight with it. The operating room is ready, but there is only one chief surgeon on duty who can perform the procedure. Serena has to decide who goes in first. She instinctively looks at me and finds me already looking at her. There is none of the warmth or longing she once saw in my eyes, only a flat, still calm, like standing water. That look sends a sharp shudder through her chest. Miss, please decide quickly. Who goes in first? I lie on the stretcher, pale as paper, and in the last second before I lose consciousness, I hear Serena's voice ring out with absolute clarity. Marcus, save Marcus first. The doctors wheel Marcus through the operating room doors without delay. The moment those doors swing shut, I lose consciousness entirely. When I come to, a full day has passed. I open my eyes, and my first instinct is to reach down and feel my leg. When I feel it there, intact with sensation, I let out a long breath and tears rise to my eyes. Relief, pure and overwhelming. I still have use of my leg. My parents arrive shortly after receiving the news and have me moved to a VIP suite on the top floor, where they look after me carefully. 2 hours later, Marcus is placed in the room directly across from mine. Serena walks him in herself, her arm linked through his. For the convenience of the medical staff, both room doors are kept open, giving me a clear view of everything happening across the hall. And today, all of it? Make it up to me? You don't even like me. What exactly do you plan to do? The sarcasm in my voice hits Serena somewhere she hadn't expected, and she nearly lets the truth slip out. Who said I don't like? She catches herself the instant the words leave her mouth, and stops short. Trust me, when the 100th confession comes, I'll make things right. She has come within a breath of promising she will say yes. The old Serena would never have shown this many cracks. But I've long since gone cold, and I pull my hand free, then keep tearing those pages, wait for the last one. Serena stands there watching me pull away. For the first time, her voice softens. All right, 3 days left. I promise I'll give you an answer you'll be happy with. 3 days before my departure, the loft listed for over 2 weeks finally sells. The agent comes by with the contract. I sign without hesitation. In 3 days, I will be gone. These last few days, I will clear everything out so the new occupant can move straight in. I walk the agent to the elevator. The moment the door opens, Serena steps out carrying 2 shopping bags. She studies the agent for a moment, then smiles politely. Good morning. The agent replies with a slightly dazed, good morning, in return. After the elevator doors close, I turn to go, but Serena calls after me and holds out one of the bags. I was passing by and ended up buying too much. Want some? Amid the flood of amazed reactions, Serena sends just one more line. I love him. There is no one else. Not in this lifetime. Reading those words, I laugh out loud. I can't help it. So many memories surface at once. And seeing that declaration of love, all I feel is the absurd, bitter humor of an O. Henry twist. She loves me, so she rejected my confessions 99 times and let me become the laughingstock of the entire campus. She loves me, so she ignored me constantly and staged intimacy with another man just to provoke me. She loves me, so she twisted the truth, framed me, and trampled on every sincere thing I ever offered her. If that is what her love looks like, I am not equipped to carry it, and I want no part of it. The messages in the chat come faster and faster. Some of the girls living on campus send photos from the square. It's barely past 7 o'clock, and the square is already filling up. Everyone's here for the 100th confession. Serena, get here soon. The confession's about to start, and you won't be able to push through the crowd. I am about to put the phone down when I see a private message from Serena. I'm heading out now. What about you? I am heading out too, Serena, just not in the direction you expect. I finish packing at an unhurried pace, turn to take one last look at the bare, empty room, then take out my phone and block every number and account connected to Serena. When it is done, I feel lighter than I have in years. I pick up my suitcase, turn my back on the room, and walk toward a bright and brand new life. 5 minutes to 9 o'clock, the gallery square is packed. An impenetrable sea of people, with security guards deployed across the grounds just to manage the crowd. Looking down at the scene from above, my roommates are wide-eyed with a kind of odd excitement. With this many people, whatever happens next will be all over campus within the hour. Good. That way, even after Lucas is gone, no one can keep talking about him behind his back. They are still talking over each other when the clock hits 8:59. Lucas is already at the airport. Let's move. Everyone scatter the cards. Everyone take photos. We need him to see this before his plane takes off. The words have barely landed when the 9 o'clock alarm goes off. 2 of them take their positions on either side of the rooftop and push the thick stacks of cards they have placed on the ledge over the edge. In an instant, a blizzard of white cards cascades down from the 16th floor. Down in the square, someone calls out, "It's snowing!" Everyone looks up. As the cards near the ground, people surge forward on tiptoe, snatching them up and